There we go. We're going to the map room. We are going to the map room because we have main story quests down there. There we go. All right. It's been a while since we did some story, feels like now.
Welcome back.
Why, thank you. Hey, where's Professor Fig?
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you
Okay,
know,
that's
I was
convenient.
headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
Well, this should be interesting.
How will I gain access to the headmaster's office? Perhaps, Professor...
Since you saved Mr. Rabe and I from the Ashwinders, we have come so far. We should discuss the next steps in our plan to stop Harlow.
Our next step. Is it just? Am I the only one that agreed that she should not do anything else? She should, just chill, do the schoolwork and all. Do that. Because she's gonna get herself murdered at this rate. Fine. Okay, how many more? Yeah, we can go and have a chat with her, I suppose. Why not? She's over. Meow. We need to figure out a way to get into the headmaster's office, don't we? Yeah.
I have been meaning to speak with you.
Wonderful.
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how
Always the
everyone
talk of
knows
the
about
school.
it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
I don't blame her for being concerned. We have been involved in some dangerous activities.
As the Ashwinders were locking me up and threatening my life, it did occur to me that my mother may have been right.
Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has not. Harlow is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us or Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the savannah.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe, and he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck. We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, They turned and ran in fear. Magic terrified them, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me. If I had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
Do you think taking down the Ashwinders will avenge your father's death?
No. Vengeance is not what drives me. My father would not want that. He and my mother raised me to believe that it is a privilege to be able to fight for those who cannot. I know there is risk involved, but I feel it is worth it. I am glad you seem to think so too.
What does your mother think about all of this?
Well, as you saw, she worries a great deal. She is an excellent seer, but I think it bothers her to this day that she did not see my father's death coming. She misses him, as do I. So I believe on some level she understands my need to seek justice in a small way. But that does not mean that she likes it.
Do you think your father would approve of the things we've been doing?
Oh my, that is a good question. In theory, yes. Although he would worry as my mother does. But I think he, of all people, would understand my persistence. My father never shied away from a fight for good, no matter how ruthless the foe. And I think he would have enjoyed knowing that I had a compatriot like you.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through. Your father sounds exceptional.
He was. Truly extraordinary. And thank you for your kind words. We all have our burdens. My father had a saying about that.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end
Unless
to the
it's a
Ashwinders,
very
beginning
tiny
with
rain
Harlow.
cloud.
And once he is gone, we will turn our attention to Rookwood. We are making progress, and we will succeed. Thank you again for saving me.
Revelio!
You deserve all of the praise you have received.
There's a box around here somewhere, but I can't quite tell where. That's a bit annoying. Oh well, nice to see this place actually having some people in it. And that is one majestic fucking tree, innit? Look at that thing. Ridiculous. I love it. I love it. Everyone's having dinner, having fun, eating, and here I am getting run around on errands, saving the world and whatnot. Wonderful that. Oh, wow. That was strangely timed, alright, but... well, I mean, at least it works, right? At least it works. Let's have a chat with Professor Fig. Wherever he's at. Can I get the flag, please? The flag. What's this? All's well that ends well. Speak to the Hufflepuff in the astronomy wing. Oh, this wasn't did not show up on the in the quest list, did it? We have to get rid of all these before we do the story one, right? We have to do that. We can't go into the story when there are side missions still around. That just doesn't feel right. Horrible.
If he thinks he's getting away with this, he has another thing coming.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
And
No,
why is your
and
hat
it's
so
not.
ugly?
We only had 2 bells to go, but she just had to go and spoil things.
I'm afraid I don't follow. Who spoiled things? Was it what bells?
Professor Black ordered Mr. Moon to take down the bells in the bell tower. Said they were giving him a headache. Those bells are a part of Hogwarts. I wasn't about to let that happen. So I asked my friend Adelaide to help me put them back. We've always been a duo of sorts, Adelaide and Evangeline. Addie and Evie. Anyway, it was going swimmingly until Black started asking questions. Then she wasn't comfortable with our rule breaking. Now I'm stuck, unable to tell which bell goes where.
Is it really that important that the bells go back up?
Is it really that important? They're part of the school's history. Those bells likely told a young Merlin that he was running late to charms, or called Ignatia Wildsmith to dinner. We can't simply fiddle with history. We're meant to be its stewards.
It's certainly an odd decree, even for Black, taking down the bells for a headache.
I agree. I thought it might also have been that they interrupted his hourly naps. That's all he does in his office, you know. But then I heard... Can you keep a secret?
I can.
I heard from Alice, who heard from Ollie, who heard from Eugenia, that it's because the bells reminded him of his wedding day. Breaks out in a sweat every hour on the hour, but mum's the word.
I'm not sure I buy that, but even if true, what the
If
hell?
only 2 bells are left, isn't it fairly easy to tell which goes where?
Easy for you, perhaps. I happen to be tone deaf. Mother likes to say I couldn't carry a tune if it hopped on my back like a chocolate frog. No point putting them back in if they don't sound just as they did before, for the sake of historical accuracy.
Something tells me that's not what she cares about. She just wants to bug Black, doesn't she? Which is fine, because
Perhaps
I want
could
to as
help
well.
put the bells back up.
Really? Oh, that would be wonderful. The bells are in the bell tower just above the music room. You're certainly of more help than Adelaide.
I imagine the bells are just...
Let's go to the bell tower then. Oh, it's just over there.
The bell
Bit
tower.
too long of a stretch to run that, right? There's always the chance that I'll run across that freaking key somewhere. At some point. Maybe. Probably not.
The bells must be upstairs.
Yeah, alright.
Revelio.
Wow.
Aloha Mora.
Give me your loot. Where was it? There we go.
Revelio.
Oh, we got one bell over here.
Found them. I'll have to get those up there somehow. Wingardium Leviosa, perhaps.
I would think. Right.
Wingardium Leviosa. One up, one to go.
Did I put it in the right place though? Hard to tell. I'm gonna have to try it out, but it looks right. I would just need to find the other bell. Assuming it's up here somewhere then. Ah! There it is.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Whoops. Yeah. There we
Well,
go.
that wasn't too hard. Evangeline should be pleased about this. Even if Black isn't.
As if I gave a flying fuck. I've never actually been up here, so might as well have a look. Who knows? Might be a key
Revelio.
around here somewhere. Oh. teleport frog thingies. Botanical leaf. Eat. Is there no door on this side then? Huh. Bit of a shame. Oh.
Revelio.
Wouldn't it be nice if I could see the missing cabinet key from here? It would, wouldn't it? Oh, well, I didn't know you were there. I do now. Ah! I know I've been here before, but I don't really know that I checked it out very thoroughly.
Revelio.
Tower has some of the best views in the castle. Someone saw a hippo
Wait,
fly well
is
past the
that
window
a
once. Do you
cabinet?
think anyone can
Is
count
it open or closed? It might actually be closed. And if that's the case, that means that there should be a key around here somewhere, right? Right?
Revelio.
Ah, no, it's a goddamn painting. Heck. Ah, my disappointment is immeasurable.
There's always
Wooden cat. This wooden statue bears the likeness of a Panger Don, fearless feline mouse hunter and devoted study companion.
Revelio.
Well, we've been here before plenty of times.
Relief to finally have an answer as to why that portrait was empty.
Come on. Come on, open the door.
Aloha Mora.
I wasn't actually intending on running around and opening locks and searching for treasure and whatnot. It just kind of happened. I didn't mean to. Not to worry. We'll get to the we'll get to it. We'll get to it.
Revelio.
Just can't help myself from on occasion looking for the key, the final one, as it were. I will find it. At some point, I will find it. Whether on purpose or accident, I will find it. This you may rest assured. Just not now.
The bells are back up, Evangeline.
Ah, you're a credit to the school. I can't wait to hear them. I can't wait for the headmaster to hear them. I wish I could see his face. Future generations may not truly appreciate what you've done, but I do. And I hope that you do as well. You don't know how much this means for me and for Hogwarts.
Revelio.
Not sure it's quite as big of a deal as you'd suggest. Alright, we are going over Meow, which means that one. Ah, there we go. Open the door. Let me in.
Professor Fig, the Keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lord Gook and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lord Gook knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the portkey. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't Polyjuice Potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have Polyjuice Potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the Ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
That is a bit suspicious, isn't it? Just a tad bit.
How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the Ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
It is a rather swanky coat, though, I have to say.
Professor, a moment of your... Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only... you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
Really? Why can't we talk about potions here? Seems fine to me.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this rather unenviable task.
When I witness what passes for magic in these halls, I simply mourn for the future of the wizarding world.
What could the headmaster want?
Gareth! Mr. Weasley, what are you doing here? Don't you have, somewhere to be?
Oh, Professor. Yes, of course. All sorts of places I'd rather be right now. Do you need something from me?
I'm looking for my house elf. Surely you've seen him?
Ah, the little one-eared fellow. I saw him heading to the Great Hall moments ago, muttering on about your, sterling graces, sir.
I am watching you, Mr. Weasley. Mr. Redding, who owns Honeydukes, tells me some of his billywig stings recently went missing. Prime potion ingredient. And I know you fancy yourself a skilled potioneer.
What? But, sir, I haven't been anywhere near Honeydukes.
Bah! That's enough from you. Just know that I have eyes and ears everywhere. On your way, Mr. Weasley.
This is so funny. I love this. I love this.
Oh,
I should do this more often.
Diary.
In fact, we should do. Jesus Christ, Fig, you are slow. When are you ever going to actually get anywhere? Keep running
You
into
call that a shine on those boots? Do better.
Professor Black, how are you, sir?
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes. Mixed with bubo tuber pus makes a fine mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's.
Something is very wrong.
Professor, a word? Professor Black? Again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
Oh, I'm gonna make his life horrible, aren't I?
What did we do to deserve him as a head?
If you must speak with me, consult my secretaries or what have you. Now move along.
Isn't Sebastian Sallow's family from Fellscroft? I would have expected him to be from somewhere more posh.
Scrope? Yeah, yes, we are looking for Scrope. No, didn't we get a pointer to where it was gonna be? Or something. I'm confused. I need the dotted line. Give me the dotted line, or at least someone to speak to. Let me make his... Unhand the hat, you horrible children.
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new fifth year seems to be.
They're not invisible, sir. I've seen them near the library. In fact, they help me with my, heavy books.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
Something seems a little off with the headmaster.
No, the headmaster is very much in character. He does this every day.
Has anyone seen my ivory-handled hand mirror? Of course you haven't.
Professor,
goodness.
I need to speak to you.
Hello.
Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
Ah, well, yes. He's handling some official ministry business for me.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig? I shall never understand that.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Oh, yes.
Harder worker
Let's speak to everyone.
Scrope! Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight.
Fuck, no.
Attention, students. I hereby decree that the Great Hall be forthwith decorated in the dignified banners of Hufflepuff. I shall be taking no questions at this time. Or ever.
Oh, yes, this is great. I could do this forever. I need to find more people. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm transforming, aren't I? Oh, shit. I want to abuse this power more.
It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle.
Oh, that was fun. All right, so where's the gargoyle? I don't actually know where the gargoyle is. I'm assuming I'm waiting for an update or something. You guys, is that? You're just gonna leave him there, just like that? He's in pieces, you know. Damn you. Oh well. Let you sort out your own internal politicking and whatever. Gargoyle. Oh, would you look at that? I have a dotted line again. Sweet. At least I won't get lost. Which, incidentally, I never do. By the by, just letting you know, I never get lost. Never. Never. Oh, haven't I? Oh, I haven't opened this one. Would you look at that? That's rather neat. This one's apparently high numbers as well, wouldn't you know? All right, so it's 17. So we need a 6, which would be 2, 3, 5, 6. It's the damn salamander, isn't it?
Revelio.
Right. Where's the there it is. There we go. Salamander sorted. And here we have... That's... That is a 9 and 3. So 12. I need 7. Which means that whatever the hell that is. I have no idea what that is, but it's weird and I don't like it. There we go. Sorted. Hello. Large tables. How am I supposed to fit all of these things in the room of requirement? I need like 3 extra rooms in that place just to fit all of this crap in there.
Revelio.
Right. Is there anything else? There was something else I saw shining around here somewhere. Wasn't it like a... Isn't it like a brazier or something? Ah, yes. That one. Right there.
Confringo.
See? Got it. You just have to get that paper. Can I Accio that thing? Can I get close enough using this? Where's the where is
Revelio.
it? Ah, there it is.
Accio.
There we go. I've been up here before, I know that much, but maybe there's a cabinet up here. It has been a while since I was here. What the hell? What are you guys doing? Good jobs. Alright, let me see. Oh. House elf armor. This set of armor for a house elf is rumored to have been made by a cruel wizard who wanted his elf to protect him in battle. Happily, the wizard was too dense to realize that armor could, in fact, be considered clothing. The moment the elf donned it, he disappeared right out of it. Oh, disapparated out of it. Never to be seen again. Clever bastard, that. Where's the, can I just, what? Oh, I can just walk through. Alright. Not a whole lot of security here.
Revelio. Alohomora.
I wonder if there's good loot up here. Huh?
Revelio.
That? Oh, that's shit. There are apples, though. So, there's that. Portion. Ooh, big fancy box. Gimme. I think we. Oh, look at that. There's more stuff. And oh, good God, that's too much text. Also, let's eat whoever's nuts these are.
Revelio. Alohomora.
More loot. Box. Another sweet hat.
Revelio.
And crap. Professor Hackett. Oh. Too many texts here. If I'm gonna read all of these, we'll be stuck all day. And I ain't having it. Is this like the living quarters for the teachers or something? Or, well, for some of them at least. Oh, I reckon I need to get all the keys for that.
The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password.
Headmaster's office gargoyle. The staircase that leads to the headmaster's office is guarded by an enchanted gargoyle that will only let those who know the password enter. So anyone choosing to visit the current occupant of the office is difficult to fathom. Why? I'm assuming there was supposed to be a Y there and I just missed it.
Lumos.
That's not hugely informative, but we shall make do. Can't be that far, right? Could be around here somewhere. Could be. Here, maybe? Ah, there it is. Got it. Come here, you. Got a mirror to unlock? Is that even? Yeah, that just seems weird, doesn't it?
Toujours pure.
Can't say I'm very good at French, but I don't think that was quite proper pronunciation, really.
I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto. Revelio.
Interesting that they would place one of in a room I'm not supposed to be. Not all headmasters and headmistresses enjoy reliving the day-to-day challenges of running a school of witchcraft and wizardry. Some prefer to enjoy a well-earned nap when possible. If you say so.
Revelio.
The sorting hat. This enchanted hat was created, and we all know what it's for. Seriously. Ooh. Fancy. Right, can I, not allowed to go in there then? Really?
Alohomora.
big fancy lock on the headmaster's, in the headmaster's office. This could be interesting. This is where he keeps all of his dirty magazines.
Revelio.
Oh, God. So much text. Identified neck item. A tremendously ugly hat. What else to be seen in here? Oh. Can't carry any more of those. Oh.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
What can I expect to find in the book?
A story. I cannot say more. You may recognize some elements of it, as I was inspired by a tale with which many wizarding children are familiar.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time? Revelio.
Apothecary receipt. Cure for boils. 1 vial. Alright, let's nick his tea. Arguably the most important thing I can do. Apart from maybe stealing his apples.
That must be the pedestal.
Oh, would you look at this? Huh. How neat is that? Well, looks like we've got some, I would imagine, quite a lot of puzzling to do, which means it's going to take a bit of time, and we don't have a whole lot left of it for this episode. So, we're going to cut this one here, and we're going to resume this little adventure in the next one. So, for those of you watching this after the fact, thank you all ever so much for swinging by. It is, as is always the case, muchly appreciated. And I do hope that you'll join me for the next one as well. And until then, bye-bye.